As such, the privilege of committing it should be reserved for those few who are really superior individuals. And the victims, inferior beings whose lives are unimportant anyway.
There you go.
This is the eugenicist movement right here. Right? Inferior. So who's inferior? They look at us as inferior, right?
Now, mind you, I don't hold with the extremists who feel that there should be open season for murder all year round. No, personally, I would prefer to have cut a throat week or strangulation day.
Probably a symptom of approaching senility, but I must confess I really don't appreciate this morbid humor.
And what Brother Nassim brought up before as a point was he said, oh yeah, look at The Purge. Look at that movie, The Purge. Right? People going around killing each other one day. Insane.
And I noticed
Go ahead.
one of their tactics is to make it look like they're killing each other. They supply them the weapons and the circumstances, you know, for them to do that. You know, everything is set in place. They set the table and then they step back and watch you do what they want you to do.
Think about NSSM 200. Because that was another part of it. When they gave the Africans guns and caused conflict between them and had them kill each other, they just stepped back. Same thing with Rwanda.
Exactly.
Right? That's the mode of operandi. This is what they do. This is their thing. But now, watch this.
Unintentional.
You're not serious about these theories.
Of course he is.
So you're both pulling my leg.
No, why do you think that?
Well, Brandon, the notion that murder is an art which a few superior beings should be allowed to practice.
In season.
Now, I know you're not serious.
But I am. I'm a very serious fellow.
Then may I ask, who is to decide that a human being is inferior and therefore a suitable victim for murder?
The few who are privileged to commit murder.
And just who might they be?
Oh, myself. Philip. Possibly Rupert. I'm sorry, Kenneth, you're out.
Gentlemen, I'm serious.
So are we, Mr. Ketley. The few are those men of such intellectual and cultural superiority that they're above the traditional moral concepts.
Well,
Did you hear what
the
he just
traditional moral concepts.
So intellectually superior that morals and values, those concepts doesn't apply to them.
Right.
So they are without morals and values. If you are without morals and values, you're capable of anything. And this is how I convinced the brother that kept saying I was a conspiracy theorist to understand. I showed him this clip, and then he was like, "Oh, it's a heavy clip. It's a heavy clip." But this is what the belief of the elite is. This is what they believe.
What? For a long time. What year that came out?
I forgot what year the rope came out.
It's old.
It's old. It's an old Alfred Hitchcock film.
I think they said 48.
48? All right, 1948.
48.
Okay. Well, remember last time when we were talking about population reduction, they had traced that back to Zeus, the Greek and Roman mythology. Talk about Zeus, because his plan for the Trojan War, the reason why he wanted to have the Trojan War was to reduce population. He said there was too many humans on the earth, so let's have the Trojan War, and that way we can reduce population. Go ahead, Brother Nassim. You was curious something?
Oh, I don't forget.
You got all right. All right, well, here we go. Check it out.
Good and evil, right and wrong were invented for the ordinary average man, the inferior man, because he needs them.
And obviously you agree with Nietzsche and his theory of the Superman.
Yes, I do.
So did Hitler.
Nietzsche. He had this thing of what he called this theory of the Ubermensch, or the Overman, which we took and translated into the Superman. This is where the concept of Superman came from. That man would one day advance so much that he would become God, and then he will over-exceed God. Okay, and this is what these people actually believe, that man will exceed God. In there, some of their writings, they say that God has no jurisdiction on this earth. And this is what they believe.
Well, they'll soon find out.
No, they won't find out.
Paranoid savage, his supermen, all fascist supermen, were brainless murderers. I'd hang any who were left. But then you see, I'd hang them first for being stupid. I'd hang all incompetents and fools anyway. There are far too many in the world.
But perhaps you should hang me, Brandon, for I confess I'm so stupid I don't know whether you're all serious or not. But in any case, I'd rather not hear any more of your, forgive me, contempt for humanity and for the standards of a world that I believe is civilized.
Civilized?
Yes.
Perhaps what is called civilization is hypocrisy.
Perhaps.
Well, I'm sure Rupert, fortunately,
Now, gentlemen,
has
really,
the intelligence and imagination
Please, Brandon, I think we've had just about enough.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Now, they're so intelligent and smart and whatever, but you know how law says they plot with the law plans. The law is the best of planners.
Right.
They're both slowly committing suicide as they're speaking. He's smoking a cigarette and he's drinking alcohol.
Well, that might have been back before they started putting the warnings on the cigarettes.
Right. Well, I mean, but just to say,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is this. It's crazy. I was just telling the sister before we started that somebody sent me an article about the drug metformin, the diabetes drug metformin. They were saying that it might be a chemical there. Doing research on it now, but it might be a chemical in there that causes cancer.
That causes cancer?
Yeah.
They trying to prove it, that means they're going to be sued.
But they're researching. They're doing the research now. They're saying that they think it contains a chemical that's a carcinogen. So you know how many people are on metformin?
Right.
Yeah, because that's diabetes.
So,
You know,
but make you sick. That's all the money game. Make you
Right.
sick,
give you
And
cancer.
and then when I
right.
treat you, just keep treating you, making that money. I won't cure you, but I keep treating. Remember we saw a story from Canada where they talk about God found the cure for cancer,
Right.
Yeah.
and then they said, "Oh no, the drug was to make it was too cheap." So they didn't
They
do any
no
more further
question.
research
It didn't
on
make
it.
dollars, so it
Right.
didn't make sense to them.
Go ahead, sister.
I was at Big Lots the other day and I had bought a blender and I'm reading a warning on it and it says it could cause cancer. I took that baby back so fast.
But a lot of the products
the plastics,
that we're bringing
and
in our homes
right.
now, they have that warning on it that it could possibly cause cancer.
Blankets,
All kinds of
you
stuff.
name it,
Mhm.
pillowcases,
The chemicals,
pillows.
because these
Yeah.
people want to make you sick. You gotta remember the word pharmacy comes from pharmakia. And pharmakia means sorcery, witchcraft, and it meant to poison. But this is where we get the word pharmacy from. And then when you look at it further, it's like, dang, that's why when I'm watching these commercials, and you talk about these medications, and then they give you this whole list of
Side effects, yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, it'll help your runny nose, but you could go blind.
Yeah. Suicidal thoughts.
But I remember one medication they tried to have me take, they said it could cause moon face. And when I saw that, I said, moon face? Bro, come up here and try to do a presentation with a moon face. I'm not taking that.
Yeah.
By steroids.
Right, by steroid.
And if you're on them for a long period of time, you get a moon face. There's a lot of people I see all the time.
With a moon face.
So what do they mean by
They've been on,
moon face?
it's a round face. It's a real round face.
So you can get it
A
from
lot of
any.
people have that because they've been on them so long. Steroids, you're not supposed to be on them for a
temporary.
long
For a long
period of
time, right.
They can also
Right.
sterilize you.
Oh.
But people that have asthma and different diseases, they're on steroids and they take them too long. Too long. I've seen a lot of moon face people. I've seen a lot of women have miscarriages
Wow.
because of the steroids.
Steroids. Wow.
That's where moon face comes from.
Wow.
Steroids.
So I gotta look it up online, see what a moon face look like. I never even seen a moon face before.
Jeez.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's the same as like a lot of people who have COPD. And they smoke so long, they have club fingers.
Right.
What kind of fingers?
Club
Club
fingers.
fingers.
They call them club fingers.
So
I
that's
mean, you could look at people and tell
what's going on with them.
because I was in the field. Sometimes
Right.
I could look at a person
You
and
can
say,
just
"Oh,
see.
he smokes a lot."
So
This
that's
was on steroids.
That's what I love about this type of set.
Oh, but yeah,
Get to
you
learn
learn
from
some stuff.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
But see, that's the. It's deep. This system, like I said, this is a shaitan system. So expect anything from it. Expect. What is it? Expect the unexpected.
Expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because this is his system. This is what he does. This is his thing.
So I'm wondering why California standards aren't universal. If California says with this Proposition 8 or whatever, you know, that this is a chemical, why isn't that in all states? I don't understand that.
Right. Well, I think they had legislation. They had legislation that made them put that on the products.
But I mean, only California. That's my point.
Oh no, but that's what I'm saying. They made it so that in California they have to post that. The other states probably didn't do it.
Mm.
So you might have more of a fighting public in California than you have around in the U.S.
Right, it's true. Yeah.
So you know, it's let me see.
So maybe we need to all move to California.
You don't want to.
Oh no, you don't want to. California ain't the place you want to be.
I don't want to be there. They
might not be a part of us no more.
Not want to be in no.
So let me just say I appreciate you all for just coming, because you're like the normal group that comes. And so I truly appreciate it, and Brother Nassim who tapes these videos so we can, you know, send them out to people and let other people see what we're talking about. So,
Yes.
I'd like to just thank y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all tuck beer.
Hey, no whack bar.
All right. But let's I guess we'll close it out because it's 8:09 now. You know I got a whole bunch of stuff to show y'all. But y'all be here all night. I see them eyes drooping now. I start seeing y'all. Brothers back there like this.
Bro Rashid,
Yes.
we told that you must come here almost directly from work.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you.
We appreciate
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
time very much.
Right.
But see,
God bless you.
it's all in the service of Allah. It's all in the service.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this, you know, it's not that many people here, but as long as somebody's getting something, some get something positive to try to help them deal with this system. But Allah is going to reward us. So that's all I look at is, you know, the reward from Allah. So that's what it's about. All right. All right, let's close out with Surah Ikhlas. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Ameen. Oh, sister, I want to finish that.